This particular operation will be conducted with high level of professionalism, high level of focus, and it is going to be targeted. We are only after criminals. It's true these are bandits who are operating with a lot of impunity. They did not start yesterday. It's a deep-rooted, attitude that perhaps they are untouchable, perhaps they are indomitable, perhaps they cannot be managed. The days we used to say that are numbered, I think they are no longer numbered, in my opinion. The days have come to an end. Operation Maliza Uhalifu began on 15th of February. And it is 1 week now since the exercise began in the 6 counties with a specific reference to areas that have been declared disturbed and dangerous. We are happy that the general situation as at now is calm, we are safe and secure. Secondly, we have not had a major incident or incidences in those particular areas as opposed to prior to the declaration of the areas as disturbed and dangerous. The only incident that we had was yesterday in Kainuk, where bandits attempted to raid police and also attack members of KDF. And in the process, I think they met what they were looking for, and they were repulsed, and we also arrested 2 bandits. These bandits are already charged in court, and investigations are continuing. We also recovered 1 firearm. But in total, as we speak now, we have recovered a total of 23 firearms which were surrendered voluntarily, mainly in Samburu County and Turkana. We continue to appeal to anybody who is in possession of illegal firearm or firearms to surrender as required before we enter the second phase of the operation. This particular operation will be conducted with high level of professionalism, high level of focus, and it is going to be targeted. We are only after criminals, after bandits. Law-abiding citizens will not be affected, will not be targeted, will not be harassed. And therefore it is good to make it very clear to our people in those gazetted areas that anybody who is doing his normal or her normal business will have no cause to worry unless that individual is a criminal, is a bandit, and we know how to get them. We are carrying out what is called intelligence-led operation, which will only smoke out those criminals and deal with them according to the law. So my appeal to the people in that region is to ask them to collaborate, to support the government agencies within those areas in terms of maintenance of law and order, to restore normalcy, and to bring back security so that socio-economic development programs can progress. We have had a serious problem of development in those areas simply because cattle rustling and banditry has been a major source of insecurity in those particular places. So I appeal to everybody across the board to support this initiative in order to free our region from these very hardened, marauding criminals roaming around with total disregard to the law and human sanctity. Perhaps they are gauging how the government will pursue them. We are giving them an opportunity to surrender voluntarily, not to force the government to go into the other phase, which may not be palatable to them. So we are still appealing to them that there is time for them to surrender voluntarily, and therefore this is the time. We are also engaging in other activities, like we shall engage other stakeholders, whether religious leaders, whether local leaders, local elders, will be engaging in many other activities in enhancing peace and security in the region. Operation will be the main agenda. However, on the sidelines, we'll be able to engage in other activities. You see, in this particular exercise, the National Police Service is the lead agency. They are the ones leading the operation. The military will come in only to supplement or complement the National Police Service in number of areas which I may not be able to declare here, but theirs is supportive, is to support and buttress what is currently going on in the region. Well, we are concerned with all the areas that were declared as disturbed and dangerous. Those are our main areas of focus. If others will emerge, we will also tackle them. But as for now, our area of concern and our point of reference would be those areas that have been gazetted.
Contiguous zones.
They are called contiguous zones. Yes.
A banditry there was attacking officers and fighting at a particular camp. What do you have to say regarding that? Are they that daring to the point where they can come to where the officers are?
And because of that attitude, they would like to dare anyone and everyone. But I think the days we used to say that are numbered, I think they are no longer numbered, in my opinion. The days have come to an end. And these are the people we shall go for. Anybody who dares security agencies with such impunity and audacity will be met with lethal force that they will regret for a long time to come. That is the message I want to put across for bandits. But other people who are law-abiding citizens, who are going about their normal activities, we have no business with them. Our business is to pursue vigorously and ruthlessly all bandits who are roaming around creating, instability, insecurity, and a source of concern to the area, residents, and to the country in general. Asante sana. Ningetaka kusema ya kwamba sina habari yoyote ya kwamba kuna maofisa wa usalama wamepoteza maisha yao, isipokuwa yale yalitokea hivi majuzi ambapo tulipoteza maofisa 4. Hiyo naweza kudhibitisha, lakini tangu wakati huo hatujakuwa na visa aina hiyo. Na mimi siwezi kujua imani ya hao majangili. Siwezi kujua kwa sababu sijawahi kukaa na wao, tukazungumza ama tukapata majadiliano na wao. Lakini ninajua ni majangili ambao hawana heshima, hawana utu, hawana nidhamu, na shughuli ya serikali ni kurekebisha na kuwatengeneza vilivyo hawa jamaa ili tuweze kuwaregesha katika hali ambayo wajua ya kwamba kuna sheria na utengamano katika nchi hii. Sawa, pengine wao wanajigamba ya kwamba wako na uzoefu, wako na nguvu, pengine wako na ujuzi. Hiyo ujuzi ni hapo tu, mahali wako. Ujuzi wao ni hapo. Na wacha niwaelezee, hakuna kikundi chochote katika nchi hii ambayo iko na silaha kuliko serikali. Na kusema ya kwamba kuna silaha ambayo ina uzoefu mwingi, mambo hayo hayako kabisa. Tunashirikiana na majirani zetu, nchi jirani, kuhakikisha ya kwamba silaha ambazo zinatoka sehemu hizo ama zitaweza kupelekwa huko tumezishughulikia. Tumekuwa na mikutano na tutaendelea kuwa na mikutano. Na ninataka kuhakikishia wananchi ya kwamba hakuna siku majangili walishinda serikali. Hao majangili tutawafikia na tutashughulikia wao na watakabiliwa jinsi inavyotakikana. Mambo ya ukuta na mambo kama hayo, labda ukuta ya kisheria na utengamano. Lakini hakuna haja ya kuweka ukuta kuzuia mwananchi huyu kwenda kule mwingine, sehemu nyingine. Hakuna kitu kama hiyo. Na hiyo sasa ndiyo mambo ambayo tungewaomba mtusaidie kwa kuwaelezea wananchi ya kwamba saa zingine kuna ripoti ambazo zinakuja sio sahihi. Serikali haina mipango ya kufungia wananchi wengine kwenda sehemu nyingine. Ile sehemu kazi ambayo inajulikana hivi sasa ni kafyu, na ni kafyu ya usiku. Na kafyu hiyo inaambatana na sheria. Yale mengine tutawaachia vikosi vyetu waweze kukabiliana na wao jinsi inavyotakana kulingana na mujibu wa sheria. Hatutatoka nje ya sheria. Kwa hivyo wale watu ambao wako na dukuduku, wako na wasiwasi, shauku, na pengine wanasema ya kwamba mambo haya tumeyazoea, basi wacha tukutane baadaye tuone kama mazoea yamekuwa mazoea. When we recover them, forensic analysis will be done. A lot of, other procedural activities will take place in order to establish, because all our weapons in this country are known. We have an inventory, so we'll be able to establish whether they are part and parcel of ours or it has come from elsewhere, and it is easy to establish. We will be able to do that. We are not extending the amnesty. The amnesty ended. What we are telling them that anybody who is willing to surrender, we will be able to receive. But we are not extending. It ended. The phase 2 is now what we call flashing out these criminals. We had given the general public the opportunity to surrender voluntarily with no repercussions. But the phase 2 means, because you have refused, so let the refusal be taken in a different definition or direction. That is the position.